Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Spilling the IT. I'm Paul Burke. That's Adam Burke. We're with Quest Technology Management, and we are here to talk about channel updates, things happening in tech that we think you should know about. I realize I said that way faster than I probably should. Adam, how's life?
Coming in hot, Paul. We're coming in fully caffeinated and ready to rock.
I
Ready
have
to
had way
rock.
too much coffee today. That's true.
Yep, yep. I got a Keurig sitting here in my office. Makes some awkward sounds though if I'm brewing it while I'm on a conference call. So
Mhm.
if you ever hear some draining sounds while you're on a WebEx, it's just the Keurig. It's just the Keurig, my friends. Yeah,
Cool.
but
That doesn't sound suspicious at all. All right. Let's so we want to dive in and talk about the news stories that we think affect you and affect us as well. So there's a really good article over on Channel Futures, and it talks about cloud migration, security gaps among the top opportunities for MSPs. And there are a lot of great details to dive into. Adam, anything that you've noticed?
Yeah, I liked the article. I liked what they were talking about, how, we're seeing it today. People are still rushing to support remote workforces, to enable identity management and making sure people have access to things. But sometimes they kind of move a little bit faster
Hmm.
towards the convenience, and maybe the security pieces don't necessarily keep up. So it's one of those kind of balancing acts you got to have, both as when we're talking to clients and end users about, okay, cloud's great, subscription IT is great. Yep, I love it. The convenience is fantastic of turning on and turning down capacity quickly, enabling users and removing them quickly, however you need to. But what you got to make sure is you're keeping up with the security. Same security rules and some more apply when you're moving to third-party hosting organizations or cloud providers. So it's definitely one of those things that securing the environment once you move to the
Hmm.
AWS platform or Azure or Google Cloud or whoever you're going with. They're not necessarily watching watching the house for you. They're going to give you some great drywall and some great bricks and some fantastic window panes, but they're not going to be the ones coming by and checking that you locked up when you left. So still a huge opportunity for partners, and Quest. It's a big part of what we do when you migrate to the cloud and when you help people build out their new environments there. What are you doing for security? How are you securing that environment?
There's some really interesting quotes in this piece. Well, statistics. I'm going to quote the statistics. That's the sentence I was trying to say. That they found out when polling 1,000 MSPs, nearly 70% see these areas where they could step in. However, an interesting statistic as well, only about a third of MSP respondents offer services that fill the security gaps created during the pandemic cloud adoption, even though a full 69% understand what's at stake.
What was it? We say that again. Was it 70% see the opportunity
Yeah.
or
So it's a
70%?
little,
Oh, they,
I threw a
okay.
lot out.
Okay. So,
I threw a lot
okay.
out there. Adam, we're both
All right.
highly
All right.
caffeinated. Our brains racing very quickly.
74.3% of statistics
Hmm.
are made up.
That's a
So just
fact.
that's a
100% of the
fact.
time, that's a fact.
Take that to the bank.
So they polled 1,000 MSPs, and nearly 70% see these are areas where they could step in. So
Got
70%,
it.
so 70% is like, oh, we could step in here. However,
Okay.
what's really interesting is 34% of the respondents said there only 34% of respondents offer services that fill the security gaps. So 70% say, yeah, that is a need, but only
Hmm.
34% say we're competent to do that. Um,
Well, that makes sense because you got two slices of 100% pie there. You got 34% of people saying they're addressing it, and 70% people saying there's an opportunity for them there. So that makes sense. That makes sense. I
so
get that. You gotta,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, very cool.
A couple interesting things. Security gaps aren't the whole picture, and don't forget cloud migration. Meanwhile, even though cloud computing has dominated the technology sector for at least a decade, not as many MSPs offer cloud migration services as one might expect. AvePoint found that 60% of respondents intend to add cloud migration services to their portfolios within the next year. These MSPs will handle the transition from on-site infrastructure deployments to the cloud. Almost 3 in 5 MSPs further will deliver cloud-to-cloud transitions. That's a somewhat startling low figure considering how long public cloud has been around.
Yeah, I mean, one of our biggest inquiries that we get all the time from our partner channel is, hey, can you guys help with the actual documentation and migration effort? I mean, and the reason I think that is because, and where we've been successful is we've bridged the gap between traditional VAR activities and professional services and managed services. So we do kind of all of those areas of engagement as well as application development. So we understand the applications and how they live and what they need to run on. So we understand that. We understand the products that people are on from a legacy IT standpoint on premise. And so understanding basically, hey, how do these applications live? How are they going to get there? And more importantly, I think the gap you're seeing with other MSPs who are kind of born as MSPs, they never managed on premise or legacy IT, right? So they don't that documentation and that transition. It's not an easy thing to do. So it's been a good practice for us for a long time, helping organizations document the applications and the workloads that they have locally, and then we kind of have a choose your own adventure methodology for them. You can go into the public cloud, right, and we can help you secure that environment and scope it out appropriately and build you a landing zone. Or if you're not quite ready for that, we do kind of more the private cloud as a service model where, hey, you're in one of our data centers, you're leveraging our edge compute or one of our existing resources, and here's your dedicated private environment, not quite fully up there all the way. Either way, it's a server, it's disk, it's CPU, it's RAM spinning. It's in your on-premise closet, or it's in one of our closets, or it's in one of Microsoft or AWS's closet. The rules of physics don't change there. It's just how do you want to get it there?
Poetry, Adam. You've deconstructed the server. Poetic deconstruction of the server. Things are spinning. Electricity is happening. We'll handle it for you. Beautiful.
It's little blocks going from this side of the PowerPoint to this side of the PowerPoint. It's replicating. It's magic.
You want us helping us? You want us helping with your blocks? Call Quest. So yeah, this is a really quick episode of Spilling the IT. Really glad you're here, Adam. Any recommendations people should watch? People should go listen to podcasts, Netflix shows.
I'm all about Yellowstone right now. I'm all about the Yellowstone right now. So fully on board. If you're living under a rock and you haven't seen Yellowstone, get after it. It's fantastic.
And listen, if you love Xbox, if you used to play Halo, it's the 20th anniversary of Xbox, and they just dropped a new Halo multiplayer. And Adam, it's fantastic. I've really enjoyed it. It's a real fun flashback. I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
It feels like old school Halo. So hey, we all relax in different ways.
Going on. Get some Battle Creek action. Get some of that Battle Creek going.
They got some maps that are reminiscent. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Cool. We'll see you soon. This is Spilling the IT. Thanks, Adam, for joining us.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.